The turtles found a hippo, covered in ticks. The hippo has barely left the water when the first turtle notices it. Along the folds behind its ears, beneath the jaw, and across parts of its massive neck, ticks cling to the thick skin. Some are tiny and difficult to distinguish from the mud. Others are swollen, dark, and conspicuous against the gray-brown hide. For the hippo, they are parasites. For the turtles, they may represent an opportunity. At the muddy edge of the water, one turtle approaches, slowly. No rush, no dramatic charge, just the patient movement of an animal investigating what lies in front of it. The hippo stands almost motionless in the shallows. Water runs from its enormous body. Its ears twitch, its nostrils open and close. Mud shifts beneath its feet. The turtle comes closer, and now the scale of the infestation becomes clear. Around the protected folds of skin, ticks are clustered in irregular patches. Some sit exposed near the surface. Others are tucked into creases, where the hippo's movements can hide them completely. The turtle stretches its neck. It pauses. Then its mouth moves toward the hippo's skin. One tick is within reach. A careful bite. A short pull. The parasite disappears. But this is only the beginning. The turtle moves a few centimeters farther along the skin, searching again. It passes one tiny tick and stops beside a larger, swollen individual buried close to a fold. It tries to take it. The tick remains attached. The turtle releases its grip. For several seconds, nothing happens. Then the hippo flicks an ear. The skin shifts. The target vanishes into the fold. The turtle waits. This is not a perfectly controlled feeding ground. The hippo breathes, moves, turns its head, and occasionally steps through the mud. Every movement changes what the turtle can reach. And the turtle must adjust. The fold opens again. The parasite reappears. Another attempt. This time, the tick comes free. Nearby, a second turtle has arrived. Then another. They do not work like a coordinated cleaning team. Each animal follows its own feeding opportunities, approaching whatever appears accessible. One searches close to the waterline. Another investigates the folds beneath the hippo's neck. The first remains near the ear. And still, many ticks remain. The hippo takes a slow step forward. Water rolls away from its belly. The turtles shift with it, some remaining close, while others pause in the shallows. For a moment, the largest concentration of ticks disappears from view. Then the hippo turns. A deep fold behind the opposite ear opens toward the camera. Inside it, another cluster is revealed. One turtle changes direction. It approaches the newly exposed area. But reaching these parasites is different. The surface is uneven. The hippo's thick skin forms ridges and valleys, and many of the ticks sit deeper than they first appear. The turtle stretches forward. One target is too far away. It moves closer. Another is hidden beneath the edge of a fold. Then it finds one exposed parasite. A quick bite. The tick is gone. The turtle searches again. And again. As the morning continues, a pattern begins to emerge. The easiest targets disappear first. The deeper ones remain. And the more the hippo moves, the more the feeding ground changes. But the turtles keep returning to the same protected regions, behind the ears, around the neck, and wherever another accessible parasite appears. This is no sudden rescue. It is a slow feeding process, one opportunity at a time. And beneath the next fold, the turtles are about to encounter a concentration far more difficult to reach. The hunt has only just begun. The deeper the turtles search, the more difficult the feeding becomes. Across the hippo's broad, exposed skin, many of the easiest targets are already gone. But around the ears and beneath the heavy folds of the neck, the situation is very different. Here, more ticks remain. Some are barely visible. Others are swollen and prominent, tucked into places that are difficult for the turtles to reach. One turtle moves toward the base of the hippo's ear. It stops. Its head turns slightly. Directly ahead is a large tick, lodged deep inside a narrow fold. The turtle stretches its neck and bites. But the parasite does not come free. It pulls again. Still nothing. Then the hippo moves. Its enormous head swings slowly toward the water, and the fold closes. The tick disappears. The turtle is left staring at a wall of wrinkled skin. It waits. Nearby, two other turtles continue searching independently. One investigates beneath the jaw, while another remains close to the hippo's front leg, examining the skin whenever the animal shifts its weight. Nothing here is synchronized. There is no organized attack. Each turtle simply responds to the opportunities created by the moving hippo. Then the head rises. The fold behind the ear opens again, and the hidden tick returns. The first turtle moves immediately. This time, it approaches from a slightly different angle. Its jaws close around the parasite. A short pull, and the tick comes away. But there is no pause for celebration. The turtle swallows and begins searching again. A few centimeters away, another engorged tick remains attached. And beyond it, more parasites are scattered through the protected folds. The hippo steps deeper into the shallows. For the turtles, the entire feeding ground begins to move. Mud clouds around the hippo's feet. Water rises against its lower body. Several turtles reposition themselves, following slowly through the shallows, while others remain behind. Then the hippo stops. One side of its neck is now close to the water. A turtle approaches the lower jaw. Here, the skin forms another series of deep creases. The turtle investigates the first. Nothing. The second contains only a small target. It moves on. But inside the third fold is something different. Several ticks are clustered close together, protected by the shape of the skin. The turtle stretches forward. It takes one, then searches again. Another is within reach. But as the turtle moves toward it, the hippo raises its head. The target is pulled upward and away. The turtle cannot follow. For several seconds, the parasite remains just beyond reach. Then the hippo lowers its head again. The turtle returns. This constant movement makes every feeding attempt uncertain. A parasite that appears easy to reach can disappear in an instant. A target hidden moments earlier can suddenly become exposed, and the turtles must react to each change. As the hippo begins walking along the muddy bank, the pattern shifts again. The turtles follow where they can. One moves through shallow water beside the animal. Another waits farther ahead. A third remains close to the bank. Then the hippo stops beside a patch of wet mud and lowers its massive head. For the first time, the opposite side of its neck becomes fully visible. And beneath the ear, protected inside several deep folds, another dense concentration of ticks is exposed. One turtle sees it. Then a second turns toward the same area. The feeding opportunities are far from exhausted. In fact, the most difficult part of the morning may only now be beginning, because the remaining ticks are no longer the easiest ones. They are the parasites that survived in the deepest, most protected places. And to reach them, the turtles will have to get closer than before. By late morning, the feeding pattern has changed. The turtles are no longer finding easy targets everywhere they look. Across the more exposed parts of the hippo's body, long searches may produce nothing at all. But the protected folds tell another story. Behind the ear, beneath the jaw, and around the deepest creases of the neck, ticks remain attached. One turtle approaches the opposite side of the hippo. The animal is standing quietly in shallow water, its enormous head held just above the muddy surface. The turtle moves closer to the neck. It searches one fold. Nothing. Then another. Still nothing. But farther beneath the ear, a swollen tick remains partially hidden between two ridges of skin. The turtle stretches forward, almost close enough. The hippo turns. The target disappears again. For the turtle, there is nothing to do but wait. Seconds pass. Water moves gently around them. Then the hippo lowers its head. The fold opens. The tick returns. The turtle advances and tries again. Its jaws close around the parasite. A short pull. The tick holds. The turtle releases it. Then it changes position. From this new angle, the parasite is more exposed. Another attempt. This time, it comes free. The turtle swallows and continues searching. But even after repeated feeding, the hippo is far from free of parasites. That distinction matters. This is not a transformation completed in minutes. The turtles are exploiting individual feeding opportunities as they appear, while many ticks remain protected or simply inaccessible. And now the hippo is moving again. It turns toward deeper water. Several turtles stop following. One remains close. The hippo takes another step, then another. Water climbs higher along its enormous body, gradually covering many of the areas the turtles had been investigating. The feeding session appears to be ending. But one turtle has found a final opportunity. Near the lower edge of the neck, just above the water, a tick remains exposed. The turtle approaches. The hippo pauses. The turtle stretches. Closer. Its jaws are almost there when the hippo steps forward. Water rolls across the fold. The parasite disappears beneath the surface. The turtle stops. This time, there is no second attempt. The hippo continues into deeper water. Only its head and upper back remain above the surface. Behind it, the turtles stay near the muddy shallows. For now, the hunt is over. But the parasites have not vanished. Some remain hidden in folds the turtles never reached. Others may become accessible only when the hippo returns to shallower water. And that possibility changes everything. Because this feeding relationship does not end with a single encounter. It can begin again whenever movement, water level, and opportunity bring predator and prey within reach. The afternoon passes. The water hole grows quieter. Then, near the far bank, the hippo begins to rise. Its head emerges first. Then the neck. Water streams from the folds behind its ears. And there, still attached to the skin, are more ticks. One turtle, resting in the shallows, lifts its head. The hippo takes a slow step toward the bank. Another turtle turns. The distance between them begins to close. What looked like the end of the hunt may only have been an interruption, because the deepest ticks survived. And when the hippo returns to the shallows, the turtles will have another chance to reach them.